So, ACCAs, aka accumulators, are a type of matched betting offer that you guys will see if you are getting into matched betting. Now, if you don't know what I'm on about when I talk about match betting, I have made a video talking through all of the intricacies of what match betting is, so I will link that in the description below. As you start to work through your sign-up offers, you'll notice that most of them are bet and they get a free bet. And then at a point, you'll come across these things called accumulators. Now, an accumulator is essentially where you back multiple outcomes under one bet slip, and then you lay each individual outcome. So if we think of it, a threefold accumulator would say I put a bet on 3 different teams to win. If all 3 teams win, my bookmaker bet wins. If one of them loses, it all loses. So the only way that you can win at the bookmaker is if every single selection wins. Now, the way that we can take advantage of this as part of sign-up offers is we can lay sequentially, which essentially means we back maybe 5 matches, but then we lay one, and then we lay the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, so that we can make the most money. So I will pull up OddsMonkey and talk through an example. So if this doesn't make sense right now, don't worry, it will in a little bit. So we've got OddsMonkey open here. Let's take an example of a Bet UK sign up, because I think that's probably a good example here. So let's say we take this top one here. So on this kind of ACCA guide, you've got bet £20 on a 4-fold ACCA with minimum odds of 5 for a £5 free bet. So this has picked up 4 different matches. It's got the date and time of when the match starts. It's got the match itself, what team you're to bet on, the back odds and lay odds. So if you're looking at this, you might be like, this looks confusing, I don't know what's going on. So we've got different options here. We've got lay sequential, lay at start, lock in, and lay sequential free bet. For the purpose of this, we're looking at sequential laying, which means you lay one at a time. Lay at start is if you want to lay them all at the start. A lot of people do that because it's a bit easier, but we'll cover that later in the video. Lock-in is if you would want to do it as a reload offer. So let's say there's different ACCA insurance offers, which we'll talk about either tomorrow or the day after. So it'll be out this week, where we'll go through ACCA refund offers in depth. So make sure to check that out if that is of interest to you. And then lay sequential free bet. Now the difference between the lay sequential and the lay sequential free bet is sometimes you might get a £20 free bet that you have to use on an ACCA. If you use it on an ACCA, you would do the lay sequential free bet. So we've got here our back stake, which is £20, our back odds of 5.36, because we go through and we add every single one of these to the bet slip. And when you add them all to the bet slip, the total back odds is 5.36. And then you've got all the individual lay odds as well. So you've backed all of these, you click place, it takes £20, and if all of them win, you get whatever the back odds times the back stake is. Simple enough. Now when it comes to laying, we lay each individual one at a time. So we'll see that this one starts at 7:45, this one starts at 6 o'clock on the 22nd, 3 o'clock on the 24th, and 4:30 on the 25th. So we've got time after each one of these games finishes to lay the next one if need be. So let's say we take this first match and we have Spezia versus Inter, and we're betting on Inter. So we've got our lay stake here of 16.38 at lay odds of 1.37, and then we just tick that wee lay button to say we've laid it. Then we come after the game and we tell it, okay, Inter won that game. And then this calculator says, okay, cool. Next up, you've got Atletico Madrid versus ACCA. So we go to lay that. Now the lay odds may change, so let's say they change from 1.44 to 1.45. We change them there, we update, it tells us our lay stake and our lay odds. So then we click lay, and let's say Atletico Madrid won that. So we click 1, and we go to our next game. Blackburn versus Huddersfield. Now let's say Blackburn lost. So we bet on Blackburn on the bookmaker, and then we've laid it on the exchange. So we click lose. It then tells us a leg has lost, so you should stop laying. So the minute one leg loses, you stop laying completely. And then it tells us your qualifying loss is 377, and you've unlocked your £5 free bet. Now this one's not very good for this £5 free bet offer, but if you keep an eye on them, you can see that you sometimes get good ones. So if we undo all these and we have a look at them again, so if enter lose in the first one, a leg is lost, stop laying. And then if all of them win, as so, it'll tell you all legs have won, your qualifying loss or profit is whatever. And you'll have seen in Smarkets you've lost all 4 bets, but in the bookmaker you've won it all, so you'll have a lot of money in the bookmaker. And that essentially is ACCA offers in a nutshell. So we pull up the ACCA Finder and we pick whatever offer it is. So let's say we were doing, what other ones have we got here? Let's say we were doing the NetBet sign up free bet. Pull that up, pick something, and this one is a free bet. So the free bet from the NetBet sign up offer needs to be used on a accumulator with at least 2 legs. So we get a free bet from NetBet and it's to be used on an accumulator with 2 legs. This calculator already knows all that stuff, so it's picked out 2 legs for us. We just have to change that to lay sequential free bet because it's a free bet that we've got here. And we'll see the process is the exact same. It tells us the total back odds, each individual back odds. So we'd add both selections to our bet slip on NetBet, click place bet, and then we would go over to Smarkets, put in the lay stake and the lay odds, click the wee tick for lay, and then if it wins, click win, and then follow the same process again. Or if it loses, we click lose, and it tells us a leg is lost, so you should stop laying. It really is as simple as that. Now, accumulators sound quite confusing and quite difficult to kind of get into and grasp, just because they're a bit different to what you've done already. But honestly, they really aren't that bad. If you do have any questions though, feel free to stick them in the comment section below. I'll reply to all the comments. So if something I've said hasn't made sense or whatever, then feel free to put that in the comment section below. We'll briefly cover non-sequential lays, but if you're just starting out, I would just focus on sequential lays because they're a bit easier to understand. So if we're doing non-sequential lays, what we can do is we can go on to the ACCA builder and click lay at start, and then find something, so bet UK sign up for example, and we have all our different ones here. So we'll see that the minimum odds for the ACCA needs to be 5. So let's just quickly change that to make sure that it's minimum of 5. So we've got 5.79. And then what we do is we go over to Smarkets and we add each individual one to our bet slip. So we do Dortmund, and we're betting on Dortmund to win. So it goes into a multiple, and then we do enter to win. So let's pull that up, enter to win. And then we do Villarreal to win. And this is the same way that you would do it on a bookmaker. you would pull up all of the individual games, and then we want Celtic to win. So on a bookmaker, this is how our bet slip would look, and it would tell us our total lay stake, back odds, and we would put in our stake. For Smarkets, you can lay everything at the same time by just clicking that to sell, and it will change the overall total lay odds to 7.2. So then we would pull up our odds monkey calculator. So let's just do that real quick. And we'll say that this was a £20 ACCA. So 20 at back odds of 5.79 and lay odds of 7.2, because that's what it's got here. So then we would put this lay stake of £16.08 into there and then click sell. And then the same process would work on Smarkets as it would on the bookmaker. If one leg loses, it all loses. So there's no way that you can lose both at Smarkets and the bookmaker. One of them has to win, one of them has to lose. But you will find that the qualifying loss will be slightly higher with non-sequential lays as it is with sequential lays, but that's really up to you to decide which one you would prefer to do. I hope this video has been useful. If it has, smash that like button, smash that sub button, and comment down below what sort of videos you want me to put up in future. So far we've put up match betting videos, we've put up investing videos. I've got so many more ideas, but I want to hear from you guys as well what you guys want to see, because I don't just want to be putting out all the content that I want to see in case you guys have different preferences. But yeah, all personal finance related stuff, making money, saving money, getting more money, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.